All right. Okay. Let's resume. Okay, good. So you asked me to explain 20, which is this. Is it? Are you asking me to explain question 20?
Question 20B.
B, yeah, but over here it looks good. It looks good. Okay. 20 looks good. But 20B, calculate the area of the trapezium. How do you find the area of the trapezium?
We only have one side. And also we have to split.
Yep. How do you split? Yep. How do you split? AB is already drawn. So AB is already drawn. I think you can use your ruler. What's the length of AB?
AB is 7.4 cm.
Okay, good. 7.4. Okay. So in a way, by the way, this is a trapezium. Trapezium is a composite figure, right? So for composite figure, how do we find out the area of composite figure?
Split the side.
Yeah, split. So how do you split? I want to see how you split. Okay.
Already one triangle.
So basically you have a figure 1 and then?
This is another triangle.
So because you have a figure 2, then this is your 3. Okay, this is one way. This is one way. This is just one way only. Okay, this is one way. But do you think this approach is the best, or
no?
And you should take another approach which can be much better than this. Okay. So by the way, the more that you split, the worse it is. So if you can split into 2, you don't split into 3. You don't split into 4, because 4 is going to be more complicated. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good to me. Yes. So how do you get 1? How do you get 1? 1 is basically
7.4 times 7 divided by 2.
Very good. So it's half times base times height. That's how you get 1. Okay, that's one way. But how do you get 2? That's the question. How do you get 2? Then you need to find out this base, which is this.
Do I have to measure this one?
Measure, yes. You need to measure the base, and then of course you need to measure the height. Then you get another one. Okay. So basically you have the base. This is the base. This is the height. Do the same thing. Half times base times height. And then this one you add with this one. Okay. That's how you get the area of this trapezium. Okay. So composite figure is you need to split into 1 and 2, and then you add the 1 and the 2 together. You are not going to do it now. Okay. I just want you to focus on the approach. If you know the approach, you know the strategy, that's it. Okay. I focus on the strategy and approach every single time. Are you clear? Okay, good. Yes. So this is how you can figure this this question out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Next, any other question that you want to talk about before we move on?
Question 21. Question 21.
Okay, question 21. Okay, can you erase your this annotation first? Okay, good. Thanks. So let's move on to 21C, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's look at your AB first, because I think they are linked. So write down an expression in terms of for the cost each apple. So M apple 12. Yes. By the way, you are supposed to write in this format. No more this format already. Okay. Oh. Okay. No more this format. This format, right? This is okay. This format is P6. This format is set 1 and onwards. So now you are already in set 1. So you need to start to use this. Okay. Then if it was found that 3 of the apple were bad and could not be sold, so M minus 3. So you only, because you bought M, so 3 of them cannot be sold. So you can only sold M minus 3 apple. Okay. So the trader sold each remaining apple. So that's why your this remaining apple is m minus 3 ma. So therefore 1.5 times the remaining. Your answer is wrong. Did you read that 3 of them were bad?
No. I did.
Yeah. So you need to minus this 3 away to get the remaining. Can you see the remaining? Can you see the word remaining? So remaining is m minus 3. How can you take m times 1.5? When you take m times 1.5, you know what it means or not? This is also one way lah. This is also one way you do it lah, but it's actually you should do it this way. Okay, I'm not saying you are wrong, but don't complicate things. Okay, just do it like this. Okay, your answer is correct, but don't complicate things. Just simple. Though the trader make a 25% profit from the sales of the apple. So 25% of profit. So okay, so have you learned the meaning or how to find profit or not, or loss? This question is under percentage or rate. Are you learning the topic of percentage or rate at the moment?
No.
No.
We're learning polygons.
Pardon?
We're learning polygons.
Okay, polygons. So yes, so we talked about that just now, right? The two formulas.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you learn rate or percentage prior to your this polygon topic?
Yeah, but I didn't learn this one.
Oh, you didn't learn this one. Okay, so never mind. So let's talk about how do you get the profit. Let me get this question out.
We were talking about during percentage was GST and the one where you
Discount.
just give money first, over a few months you pay. That's all we learned.
Okay, so maybe you talk about percentage is rate or GST or discount. Interest, have or not? Interest? Like interest in the bank?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this. So basically profit is also one of them. Okay, so never mind about it. So if your school never cover it, I'm going to cover it today. Okay, but basically, okay, so the trader make a 25% profit from the sales of the apple. Okay, let's not talk about this question first. Let's talk about if I have $100, okay, I make a 10% profit. So what does that mean? What does that mean? So how much I make? So what's the profit?
10% profit.
Yeah, 10%
Wait, $100 is the 10% profit.
No, I have $100 and I make 10% profit from the $100. So therefore it's 100 times 10%. So the profit is actually $10. Okay, does it make sense? So similarly, you just apply the same concept here. You just apply the same concept here. So the trader bought M apple for $12, right? So $12. So this $12 is what? This $12 is 100%, right?
Yeah.
So the trader make 25% profit from the sale of the apple. So what does that mean? So
25% times 1.5.
So 25% is how much?
25% times 1.5 M minus 4.5.
Yeah.
And that's the profit.
So 25%, 100% is $12. So 25% is how much?
Wait, 100% is $12.
Yeah.
5% is 12 times 25%.
Which is?
3.
Okay, so it's $3. So she make $3 profit. Okay. So this one is the sales of the remaining apple, right? Can you see? Okay. So how do you form an equation linking the sales of remaining apple? Well, very simple. Your this 1.5 m minus 1.5 m minus the 4.5 is the money you get from selling the apples. Okay. Right. Then you minus the original $12, then you're supposed to get $3. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
So basically, you just take the money you collect from selling the apples, right? You minus the original, and that's the profit, right? So therefore, you just simplify this. Okay, how do you simplify? Underline similar term. This one you move over. This one you also move over. So it's 1.5 m equals to 3 plus 12 plus 4.5. So you have 1.5 m equals to, this is 15. So it's 19.5. So reduce. Yes, done. Shown. Okay.
Okay.
So in a way, right? Profit is equal to sales or total sales. Total sales. Hold on, let me just write that. Total sales minus the cost, right?
Yeah.
So loss, loss is also equals to total sales minus cost. But
it will be negative.
correct. Very good. So next time you just follow these two formula. Okay, for profit or loss.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
for profit or loss, when it comes to percentage, right, you just follow this. Okay, so we have covered profit also, profit or loss also. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Then next one. The next one you want to talk about?
I have any.
没有啦。
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay, good. So if you say that's all, I will pick and talk about it selectively. Okay, let's talk about the last question. The last question, which is the cylinder and the thing. Okay, I think we talked about this before now. Face to face.
Yeah.
So you are given a rectangle, and now you fold the rectangle. You fold the rectangle into a cylinder. So in a way, your this circumference, right? Your this circumference is actually equal to the, in this case, is the length AB. Does it make sense?
Yes.
And then the height here, the height here is actually the breadth. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the main concept here. The height is equal to the BD. Okay, so they say what? The ratio of the base radius of the cylinder to its height is 1 to 4. So that means the height is 4u. This is 4u. Then the radius is 1u, right?
Yeah.
So given the height of the cylinder is 21, so the height is 21. So 4u is 21. So 1u is 5.25. Okay, correct. But of course, you need to write down the unit also. Okay, very good. Then find the area of the metal sheet shown, leaving your answer in terms of pi. Area of the metal sheet. So which one? Figure 1. They want you to find out this area. So the area of this metal sheet, so is length times breadth, right? So the breadth is h, so which is 4u. So the breadth is 21, cm. So how do you find the length? Let me see. The length is
the length is 1u. So 21.
Wait.
1u, right?
No, can I ask? You use 2 pi. What is this? r. So you 2 pi r times the height.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because 2 pi r is your length, height is your breadth. So that's how you get the area of that. So yeah, yes.
0.55.
Correct. Okay, so basically you use the 2 pi r times h, which is 2 pi r is the L, then h is the B. So L times B is the area of the rectangle. Okay.
Okay.
Then looks like this paper is quite simple. Then it says what? The bottom of the cylinder is sealed with a metal of negligible thickness. Then water is poured into the hollow cylinder at the rate. So Alex claimed that the cylinder will be completely filled within this. Okay, good. So basically you need to find the volume of this thing. How do you find the volume of this cylinder? V of cylinder. What's the formula?
Pi times R times R.
No, you start with base area times height.
0 times height.
Okay, so the base area of this is a area of a circle times the height, right? So therefore, that's why you say pi r square times the height, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the that's the reason why you take the pi r square times this, so that this is the volume. Very good. So the volume divided by what? 80. So it should be 20.
Because at the rate of 80 cm.
Yep, I know, I understand. So this is correct. So filled with 20 seconds. Cannot, because it takes
So it's 23 seconds.
at least 22.7 something seconds. So basically 20 seconds cannot. Okay. You don't need to round. Actually, you don't need to round to justify the answer. So what you need to write is 20 is cannot, because it takes at least, if you round, no need to round, it takes at least 22.7 seconds. So 20 seconds definitely cannot. Okay, so that's how you justify. So basically how you explain is you just say 20 seconds cannot, because it takes at least 22.7 seconds. Okay. Okay, so that's how you explain. Okay, by the way, I will say this question for 24. This is the simplest cylinder question already. So it's just like a warm-up question. Okay, you don't expect to get this question in your term 3 or term 4. Okay, have you learned cylinder already in your school?
No.
Not yet. Never mind. Soon, after your this what you're learning, I've just forgotten. Oh, polygon. Yeah. So
Polygon.
yeah, polygon. So once you finish polygon, then you move on to this cylinder. Okay. So basically, we learn cylinder in advance. Okay, which is a good thing also. Okay. All right. Then yeah. So this one, correct. Use cross multiplication.
What question is this?
23.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So okay, very good. Move over. Very good. So very good. Okay. So like I say, if you follow, then you get it right. If you never follow, you forget the definitions, you get it wrong. Simple as that. So for this one, very good. 这个是 Q 啊. Oh, okay, good. So 3. Okay, good. The next time, I think your Q, you must use this because this one looks like a 9 to me.
Oh.
Okay, then for this one, give your reason. Never write reason. So this one is what? This one is called sum of a triangle. Then the 48 divided by 2. 为什么 48 divided by 2?
Because over here.
Okay, yeah. Because a kite is symmetrical. You know symmetrical, right? Symmetrical, that means you split into half. This one is the same as this one. So symmetrical. Okay. So you need to write, by the way, you need to, okay, can you see, give your reasons clearly? Give your reasons clearly. So you must give your reasons. No reason, penalize 1 mark. Okay, I can't emphasize this enough. When they, by the way, I think you have observed enough. For the several papers you have done so far, they always want you to give your reasons clearly, which means you have to write this down. Write down. If you don't write down, penalize. Okay, simple as that. Okay, by the way, a kite is a composite figure. So how do you get the area of kite then? 1 and 2 lah. Yep, can, also can. That is another way. Yep, very good approach by you. So 2 triangle. Okay, up to you. Okay, you can see it as figure 1 and figure 2, or you can see the figure 1 here, then you times the, because figure 1 and figure 2 is the same, so you times 2. So either way. Okay, either way. Okay, so I cannot emphasize this enough. Composite figure, there is no formula. You need to split into 1 and 2, or sometimes 3, then you add them up. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you don't ask me how do I find the area of a trapezium. There is no formula. Okay, you have to somehow split them, and then you find out 1 and 2. Okay, so don't ask me what's the formula already. There's no formula. Okay, good. So this one also done. This one done. Okay, good. So this one. So before we take a break, we will finish this, then we take a break. Okay, so you see, once again, they test you the area of a trapezium. But now it's more than the trapezium. It's both. So that's why you need to split. So let me see how you split. You split 4 times 16, which is this. So next time, I hope you just write this down so that people know that, hey, I'm finding for the rectangle. Okay. Then you use 7 minus 4. I think you are trying to find the height, right? So this one is your figure 1. Okay, then this figure 2 and 3, I think you add, they add to, so 2 and 3 add to another rectangle, is it?
24.
Another rectangle, is it?
Same as figure 1, yeah.
Yes, okay, good, makes sense. Okay, so you just, this is, you need to write the 2 plus 3. Okay, so which is good. Then you add them all up. Okay, yes. So this is the strategy to find area of a composite figure. And then it says what? At 7 minutes, started his training by running along the perimeter of the field at a constant speed. So the speed is km/h, and then he finished running 1 round around at 1 p.m. So what is the time between these two? 6 hours. So 6 times 7 is 42 kilometer. So 42 kilometer minus AF. So how do you, let me just zoom in and out, zoom out. I can see the entire one. So you are finding AF divided by 2. So I am seeing this one and this one. This is 4, this is 8. So you take 42, you minus the 16, okay. Then you minus the 8, okay. Minus the 4, minus the 4, okay, okay. Then, very good. Okay, so that's how you get this. Okay, maybe you can do one more before we take a break. So since it's very simple. Okay, this is a hexagon. You know what's a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But this is not a regular. This is a non-regular hexagon. You know what's the meaning of non-regular versus regular?
That means it's not normal.
That means all the angles are not the same inside. So this is non-regular. Regular will be the same lah. Yeah, this one. This is the hexagon. This is regular. So good that we talk about this. So this is regular hexagon. So regular hexagon means all these angles, they are the same. Okay, so when they are the same, right? So can you still remember the sum of interior angle? How do you find it?
N minus 2 times 180.
In this case, it's 6. So it's 6 minus 2 times 180. So what's the answer?
720.
720. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. So 720 divided by 6 is 120. So one of them is 120 in this case. For regular hexagon. Okay. So this is the one interior angle is 120. So if you are asked to find the exterior angle, what's the exterior angle?
180 minus 120.
Correct, which is 60, right? Okay. If you are asked to find the reflex,
360 minus 120, which is
very good.
240.
Okay. So very good. So exterior is 180 minus minus the 120. So you need to know which formula you use. So reflex of interior angle. So it's 360 minus the 120, which is 240. Okay, very good. Okay, but for the question given, right, this is a non-regular. So non-regular, that's why you see all the angles they are not the same. Can you see they are not the same?
Yeah.
But if they are not the same, their sum of interior angle will be the same. That means individually they are not the same, but the sum is always the same. The sum of a hexagon is always 6 minus 2 times 180. Hexagon 6-sided. So therefore, this will give you 720. That's why you get 720. So 720, then you just equate it to 1 plus, I mean this plus this plus. So you will figure out x is equal to 8.5. Okay, good. Let me double check. Minus 2x. Yeah, okay, looks good. And then hence find the value of a cube interior. You know what's the meaning of a cube? A cube
That means smaller than 90 degrees.
Correct. Okay, very good. So that's why you pick this one, right? This is a cube, right? Okay. The rest are all obtuse. The rest are all more than 90. So very good. Okay. So okay, good. So let's have a 5-minute break and then we will come back and talk about the rest. All right. So I will turn this off. I mean, we will re-lock in again because later the Zoom will force me to go out. So we just I log out and then log in 5 minutes as a fresh section. All right. Okay. Okay. See you in 5 minutes. Log in 5 minutes. Okay. Bye.